Good evening, everyone. Now we are here live and back again with the third edition of JCI Europe Live today. And we have 6 fantastic guests this tonight. Ruth and I are welcoming you and moderating our event. And so I think I will share my screen with you to start with our event tonight. The topic is new chances, accelerated through Corona. The background for that is that we have ideas. We have the idea, also the goal to accelerate the organization and to make it more digital, to get it done very fast. And Corona, it has changed a little bit on how we thought that this year would go and run. And so we had to find new projects and get other challenges done. But some chances are also here that are accelerated because of Corona. So we will hear definitely 2 ones, one from JCI Switzerland, one from JCI Turkey. And I think also the projects that our European senators are running are in a different way, or even going on further and faster as planned beforehand, because we have to do it in a different way this year as we are not meeting in person. And especially very proud at the end to present you our first online European conference. So also be very curious about what has been planned by Team Europe, by the COC and by headquarters about what's going on in June. So if you are interested, then please also let us know in your comments where are you from. And you're also very welcome to ask your questions in the comments in the live stream. So please feel free to do this and let us know and give us feedback to all that we share with you. And before we start, we would like to remind you that there is a membership survey going on, and this is a great experience or chance also for you to give us feedback what we are doing for you and what you are doing in JCI. So please fill it until June 5 and let us know what you need, what you want, and what you're doing. So you can even choose between English and French. So you can choose which link to choose. I think they're easy enough to remember. Yeah, and then I would say, Ruth, it's your turn to start with our guests tonight.
Thank you so much, Manuela. Welcome to everyone. Welcome to everyone on the live feed. We are so excited you're all here. And we are especially excited that we have our great guests tonight with us. We will have kind of a session 1 and a session 2. Session 1 will be with 3 speakers. It will be Reynold as our president of ASE, of the Senate Board of the Europeans, and we are so excited he'll be sharing some new projects. We will have André from JCI Switzerland, who will be talking about a great project. Our theme is new chances, of course, and then we will have İrem from JCI Turkey, who will also be sharing a great project for us in terms of new chances. And then we also have kind of a second part of guests for tonight, and that will be our great online Dublin JCI European Conference. And for that, we will have our EVP Marion, we will have CUC Director Derek, and we will have from JCI headquarters, Mariana, who will be sharing with us what the conference is all about and some great news and highlights. So those are the 2 parts of this evening. It will be very fast-paced. The speakers will have 10 minutes talking about their parts, and then it's your time to really ask questions. We don't have a survey tonight, but we really want you to use the time and ask questions tonight. So with that, I will really give it to our ASE presidents. for his remarks. But before that, I want to tell you a secret he's just shared with us in the Zoom meeting, and that is that he actually just shaved for us and for you tonight. He hasn't shaved in 2.5 months. I even wrote it down, which I think is very special. And just for you and for being on with all of us, and for you in the live feed, he's shaved. Reynold, welcome. We're so excited on what you have to tell us about the mentoring project and about Little King JCI. Welcome to the live session of JCI Europe. The floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Ruth. Thank you very much, Manuela. Good evening, everybody. And happy to be here with you and sharing some things we are doing in our association, whose theme this year is Business and Mentoring for an Impacting European Senate. Next. Manuel, next slide. Oh. Okay. The ASE in Europe is 37 countries and more or less 12,000 senators. And what our reflections were in the last days was that we have a real important network, and that this network is a real wealth that we don't use as we could. And another reflection is that Senate can be an opportunity to be active and maybe having fun and sharing nice moments, but only to be active. Next. So our major axes this year are working on business and networking platform. We are working on mentoring. We are working on a mapping of the association for 2020. We are working for the future with Vision 2030, and we are also working with Little King JCI. Next. So the first main thing is business and networking platform. Our database is already done, and we have two parts in it. We have a business and mentoring need for people in support when they have a project or in their personal business or mentoring. And we have business and mentoring offer for the people who want to support members, senators, projects, business, mentoring. And our platform at first was planned to be on the ASE website, but after long discussions in the EPM in Chisinau, Moldova in February, we had the opportunity to put the platform on JCI Europe, and later, I think it's planned for the next summer or September, October, to have the platform on JCI CC. Thank you. Next. At first, we were working on two separate databases, one for the ASE and one for JCI Europe, and we thought it was a bit bad to work separately, and it was better to work together, and we decided a repartition of work. Our global database will have two parts, and JCI Europe is going to take care of the mentoring for LOMs and NOMs in Europe, and the Association of JCI Senators in Europe is going to take care of the business, the networking, and the mentoring for individuals. Working together, but two parts. Next. And then we have a program about mentoring. Everything is close together and incorporated in the same global project. We had mentors, we have been mentors, we still are mentors in our JC life and in a personal life. And these mentors helped us to become what we are today. And we asked we asked senators to tell us about their experience, and we asked them 6 questions. And we drew portraits of these people, and today we have already 50 mentors of the year on our website. And what they tell us is really nice to read, and we learn a lot of teachings. And these mentors will also be in our database to help people. And we are also planning to work. I had my colleague who is president of the African and the Middle East Senate, and we are planning also to work together with the MSA. Next one. We also have it's finished. We are finalizing the translations now. and a mapping 2020 of the European Senate to know what's going on in each country, to see the activities, the structures of the Senate in each country, with the strength, opportunities, sharing best practices, and create synergies between the associations in the different countries. Next one. We also worked on Vision 2030 and made 54 live interviews. The people who were in the EPM saw me with my camera, was filming all the days. And we made 55 live interviews asking 3 questions. What is for you to be a senator? What should be the role of the European Senate? And what could we do to attract more young or recent senators to participate to the activities of JCI Senate? And we had some recommendations written, and we are working now on a plan of action, and you can see the video on our website near the address. Next one. We have also what you know, Little King JCI. Today we have 219 translations, and our target is to have 1001. And in your countries, you have a lot of different languages, and we think it's nice for you to help us to find new translations in your countries. So go to our website, Little King JCI, and you see if your language is already in the list, or if you can bring new languages in our list. Next one. So it's, as you see, JCI, ASE, we have permanent exchanges, and it's very nice to have created this communication, these links between our different associations, because we are working on subjects, on topics who have the mutual and common interest. We have a very good communication. One proof is my presence this evening with you. And each day we are making a boost of our relationship, which is very relevant. And we have still more to come. And it's always a pleasure to work together with the smile and nice communications. And thank you for sharing these moments together and working together. That's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Reynold. It's really great to have you here. If there are any more questions, please post them now in the Facebook chat. We have about 40 people following us constantly, and it's really exciting to see all your posts on where you're from and where you're listening from. I know we have our Secretary General Kevin watching from Monaco. He already sent his greetings. So if there's any specific questions you have for our Senate President, and we are really excited to have him here with us tonight, please ask them now. I know I had heard one question before, so I'm going to ask that one question, and we'll see if any other questions come in then, and then Manuela will share them with us. But you mentioned really also focusing on younger senators joining in the association and bringing them on board. Is there anything specific now, knowing that there's new senators joining all the time? Are there any specific things you're doing for the new senators, Reynold? Maybe that's something you can share. Do we have any more questions at the moment, Manuela?
We have. There's one question regarding the time frame, because the projects seem to be a long-term project, like the mentoring program, which is not done after 1 year, but just started after 1 year. So the question is if these projects will also be carried on with the incoming team. So this is one question. Shall I add another one, or do you like to answer, Reynold?
I can answer, yes. All these projects are going to continue next year, and I think as long as they are needed. The basic idea is to have this database running together, JCI, JCI Europe, ASE, AMESA, all the people who like to do it. It's only starting, so we are not going to stop during the summertime. It's only starting, and it's our aim to make something nice. And we believe that that's the life of JCI, to help people and to help people connecting together and working together. And the basic idea we had was also, we are in world congresses, we are in conferences, and we are 2, 3, 4, 5,000, but we don't exchange, we don't, or very few interact on the business level, on the mentoring level, and that's what we want to create and develop together. So it's not going to stop.
Okay, and it's also a duty on both sides.
Yeah.
So from your side, from the senators, but also from the Active Team Europe, to work together and to continue with the projects. Good. And then there's another question. I think that's the last one for now. If also from your side, from the European senators, there are plans to promote a senatorship to national and local presidents to raise the awareness for recognition, to get more and more senators.
Yeah, I think we are, national presidents are also doing that in their countries to tell people that we need new senators, and they must do new senators. And we will have a working session, as you said at the beginning, and on the communication. We are using now new tools we used very less before, and we are going to have 3, 4 meetings during the year with the national presidents of Senate, and we are going to speak, of course, of new senators. One is planned in the middle of June.
Mm-hmm. Good. Thank you very much, Reynold. There is still a website, right, to mention again that people have to look there or to contact you if they want to get more information.
Of course, of course.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Reynold. We're so excited to have you
here with us.
Shaved. For us. Thank you again. And you'll stay until the end in case there's any more.
Of course.
In the chat. Wonderful. And with that, we are also very excited that André Schwarz is joining us, National President of JCI Switzerland. And he has a really, really great initiative. Think global, buy local. And it fits so much with our theme for this evening called New Chances that are actually accelerated through the Corona crisis. And I've heard a lot about this project. I know it's even gotten great media attention, and JCI Switzerland as the whole nation has really kind of adopted this project. So we're really, really excited to have André here with us tonight to share with us some hints, some tips, and what the project is really about. André, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Ruth. Hello, everybody from Switzerland. I'm very excited to be here and to show you what we did in the last time. I just give you some history of JCI Switzerland in end of February and in March. On the 28th of February, all events with more than 1,000 people are forbidden. After this, on the 13th of March, events with more than 100 people are forbidden. And on the 16th March, we had the lockdown for all shops and restaurants, bars. There are only some small or food shops that can be open in this time. And this was the start for one people from Fribourg. He makes a website to sell some vouchers for the companies. So that was the start of a great project in Switzerland. And after this, we had 16 websites for this. This was for many shops was a great idea because they got the money after 1 week. So you buy a voucher and the money goes directly to the shop, and the chapters doesn't take any coin for this. And JCI Switzerland is also thinking about what we can do for the future. And the time was very, very hard and very fast. And we have to think about what we can do for after the crisis. And then on the 19th of March, I was asking JCI Switzerland Foundation if they help with some money. And they said directly in about 2 hours, yes, we help you. And we make some posters. Every chapter of the 69 chapters in Switzerland got 50 of them posters. You see it on my left. And to put them to the shops, on the windows or on the doors, to show everybody that the crisis is not finished if the shops are open. So many of them have some problems now in the restaurants. They can be open, but not with so many persons inside. And with this campaign, we will show all the people the crisis goes to the end, but we need the persons to buy local. Don't buy all of your stuff in the internet or everywhere. Buy it local. The shops need you. And we had also a website, Think Global, Buy Local, with some statements from members of JCI Switzerland, but also from shop owner in Switzerland. And with this campaign, it is also a chance for the future to get new members, because you show with this poster you want to help them. And if they see the posters, they think about what's JCI. And they think about, oh, that's anything for me. I go and have a look. So this is the thinking for the future. That's the campaign in Switzerland. Do you have any questions?
Thank you, André. That's already really wonderful. I know there have been some questions before about some of the media attention that you have gotten with this campaign. Can you talk a little more about how you have achieved that? Because that's also a really, really great presence.
Yes. I must say that's the work of the first project, of the project with the vouchers. They make so much, and they got all together 1,800,000. So the media was going to them and say, can we ask you? Can we make some interviews with you? And now we have to think global by local, and we put these two together. So at the moment we work with Think Global by Local, also with the vouchers.
So you're hoping for more media attention then?
Of course.
Wonderful. Manuela, can you share with us, are there any questions already in the chat? Please, now is the time to ask any questions that you have. It's great to have André with us tonight, representing JCI Switzerland and the campaign. So if there's anything that you want to know, now is the time to ask. Manuela, do we have any already?
We in the chat we don't have questions, but maybe I can ask a question, because one thing I'm really curious about, André, you said that Corona is luckily about to finish the lockdown situation, but isn't this an idea that you can continue with? Because I mean, there's a need for many small businesses, small shops, they don't have an online shop, so they don't do this kind of selling or sales. They don't use this sales channel. Isn't that an idea that you can continue, and is what also other JCI national organizations could start, for example, to offer this kind of business network, business platform for the small and medium shops?
Yes, of course. For the project with the vouchers, a shop doesn't need a web shop, because we make the web shop for them, and just the people can buy the vouchers and go after the crisis in the shop and use this. And we can share this, also the posters and the website of the campaign, Think Global, Buy Local. We can share this, no problem.
Good. So no more questions. Thanks.
Thank you.
Wonderful. And André, I know you're also a big conference goer, so I'm sure we'll be seeing you at the virtual conference this now, but then also, of course, again, in real life, as you said, there will be a time after, and we do have new chances, and we will meet again. So if there are any more questions, people can surely approach you at one of the next events upcoming with JCI.
Thank you.
Thank you for being with us. And you mentioned one great thing, André, and that's talking about the visibility of JCI on the posters that are in the shop windows. And there's another great project that we have for you in terms of new chances and in terms of visibility for JCI. And this comes from JCI Turkey. And we are very excited to have İrem with us tonight, Vice President and on the national board. And they have really created some great initiatives that are attracting new members, which is also something that's very important, especially now. And they have two great projects that they will introduce to us. So I am giving the digital floor to İrem. Welcome.
Hello, welcome all JCI Europe, all the participants. We are so excited to share the experiences in Turkey that we are experiencing during the COVID days. Let's start with the quote from the JCI strategic plan. It seems that written for the periods that we are handling with the COVID pandemic area. Acceleration is undeniable. Adaptability is not a luxury. It's a necessity for a survival. As a JCI leaders, we believe that leadership is a journey that never stops, and the organization that can evolve, adapt, and turn challenges into opportunity, and will be the ones who thrive in the world that comes next. When the new normal starts, we have to be prepared, and we have to give our JCI mission and JCI spirit to our potential members and also the current members. In a time of the crisis, the communication is a key for us. And the disease was confirmed in Turkey, 11th of March. After 4 days, we occurred a death, unfortunately, the first death. After the first case, after 10 days of the first case, our national president also shared a video to motivate all the members and all the potential members to emphasize that we are not alone. We have to be in together, and we will be equipped by the digital tools. And we don't need to be in the face-to-face to make a great impact. So we create a series of the talks. Next. The concept of the Society 5.0 promoted by the Japanese government in 2015, and an idea is considering society at the center rather than the industry, taking the technology as a catalyst and driver in order to make a welfare and the citizens' peace. So in the concept of that, we inspire from this term. The cost of the pandemic in terms of loss of human lives is painful, but the effects on the global economy and the sustainable development prospects also worrying. As a JCI member, we are committing to act. So as a part of ASEF, the first step is the community need analysis. As part of that, we host different NGOs that are actively working in the area, collecting data about the problems and the current situation of the community. We host representative of them. Also, we host Ufuk Tarhan, who is the top 15 female futures in the world, in corresponding series of the talk, in order to get innovative ideas, to get the best practices and the future trends. So we have to make we have to create an impact in our community. Also, we became a resource center for young active citizens to collect data, gather information. We reach more than 15,000 social media interaction. More than 95% of our non-JCI members, non-JCI communities. We made a pre-collaboration with more than 5 different NGOs, and we have a time to express the ACF, and also we make emphasizes and we inspire our members about the SDGs. And the next, we are so dedicated to make impact and also make improve ourselves. If the Corona had been done in the mid of April, we will have a leadership summit. We transform to the digital leadership summit, and we start with the First Timers program and Turkish debate program. We add a keynote speaker, award ceremony, and gala, like as the offline event. And the next, we have, as from the table, as from the presentation, you can see the funny pictures. And with the technology, thanks to the technology, we get a different kind of backgrounds. We had 24 debate matches. And all of the matches is watched more than 350. And with this, in order to this leadership, one of our local chapter, JCI Turkey, and one of our potential chapter is help us to create them. And the next, also it's a good attraction between us. For the first timers, we created the area that they can show their projects aligned with the SDGs and what does it mean to the JCI member. And we add them a JCI quiz. And at the end, the new gala, online gala is really, really amazing. I'm sure that the online conference will be much more than effective, but as a one nation, we create a great impact. Our gala is viewed by 1,500 people. We get more than 50 new members, and 50 new members attend this summit. Also, we get more than 60 member application after this. Also, we get a press appearance with the more than 50,000 views. It's amazing. Even we have hard times, we are so dedicated to show our abilities, show our skills, show our presentation skills. Amazing. And the amazing part still going. We created the second part of the digital summit, but at first, as a JCI Turkey National Board, we created this. For the second part, our local chapters asked us that the English online debating is missing. We have to create a new one. Also, we add a 4 days leadership summit with volume 2. Just next slide. With the initiation of the 2 local chapters, JCI Samsun and JCI Adana, in our national holiday celebration on 19th of May, this is the day that our founder of the Republic of Turkey, the that Atatürk arrived to Samsun in order to start the independence war. It's dedicated to youth and dedicated to healthy lives. Due to that reason, it's really important for us with the contribution of the JCI Turkey Senate and the JCI local chapters. We created this Digital Leadership Summit with contribution of the dear Ruth and our assigned VP, dear Mark, also available in our digital summit. We make emphasis on the project management that we have already discussed about the projects. At the end, we created 5 different projects in order to implement our local chapters. It's a really, really amazing opportunity for us. We see that even maybe we are in home, we are in lockdown, but our attraction is increased by digitally. It's a really good opportunity for us to take a much more members and show the JCI mission and JCI vision. It's a really amazing experience for us. It's so nice to share with you. It's so nice to share with the JCI Europe.
Wonderful. And you had a lot of digital hearts flying to you, İrem, during your presentation. So many likes and hearts coming to you. Thank you so much for sharing this really, really great project with us and to really showcasing all the numbers and how many views you reached, how many new members. I think it's really, really amazing. If you have any questions right now for İrem, please ask them now. I know we've seen Mark was really pleased to share his leadership session with you. Of course, I was honored as well to share the session and to listen to some of your great program. Manuela, do we have any questions at the moment in the chat?
We have one question by our Secretary General. And he congratulates you, JCI Turkey, for the excellent results and metrics. And he wants to know if there is a coordinated strategy at national level to retain membership and customer loyalty, or if this is going down to the local organizations. So what are the next steps for this project or these projects?
For the next step, we will also the winner of some of the competition get the coaching session from our national partners. Also for the new members, we will make a different mentoring session in order to increase their JCI experience, because it's so hard to making a JCI experiences online. We will continue with the mentoring, and also with the SDG based workshops will be continue in order to get this energy into a project.
Good to hear. So no other questions. So Ruth, your part again.
Wonderful. Only again, very great thank yous coming to you, İrem, for sharing all this information. So well presented also online. Thank you for being with us tonight and for also giving really, really great examples of about the award gala, about how you can really include people. And I know there have been 3 people tonight in our session watching really, really well. And we are so excited to actually have them with us. Our EVP, Executive Vice President Mariana for Europe, who will be first sharing some of the highlights, our COC Director Derek, and our JCI Events Manager Mariana, who are all with us tonight. And I know we have about 50 people watching live on Facebook, the stream. Very exciting that are staying with us throughout the session. And I know many of them are really waiting for you to really know more about this online JCI European Conference, the first ever. Our theme is New Chances, and here we are with new chances for this online conference. Marion, I know you are giving us a heads up. Please welcome and thank you for taking the time to be with us tonight and for sharing more information.
Yes, thank you, Ruth. Of course, we all know that the Dublin European Conference was unfortunately cancelled. Actually, this week we should have been in Dublin, and that's a pity, of course, that we cannot be there. But we really want to offer you the conference experience that that you would be missing out on. So we've picked new dates, which is the 12th to the 21st of June, and the period includes 2 weekends. So it starts on a Friday and it ends on the Sunday the week after. And we have been looking into the program that we had prepared for the real conference and looked at what are the things that we could be transforming into a online session. So the first weekend will be mainly program items that were originally on the program by the COC. So Derek will be able to tell you more about that. Then during the week, we will have several skills development sessions filled in by the Skills Development Committee, and also some other sessions coordinated by Team Europe, such as the local officers knowledge sharing session and a strategy session. And yeah, more details will be shared soon. And then in the second weekend, we will have the award ceremony on Saturday evening, and hopefully also some public speaking and debating competitions going on there. But we're finalizing the program, so I hope we can share more about that soon.
Thank you, Marion. I know there might have been a little bit of technical difficulties. We had a little echo on your mic, but I'm sure there'll be a lot more questions coming to you. Now is also the time to ask questions, but we'll switch to Derek and then maybe come back to you, Marion, unless there's any questions already at this point. I see none at this point. So let's welcome our one and only COC Director, Derek, to the stage.
Thank you, Ruth. Good evening, everybody. It's great to be here. And as Marion was saying, it would have been nice to welcome you in Dublin. We went for a walk today and the weather for the week is sunny. It's always sunny in Dublin, as we all know. The first weekend, as Marion was mentioned, is going to be some of the content that we're planning to have in Dublin. Our trainers, facilitators and speakers are going to be able to do this now online. And so I'd like to thank Catherine, who is the head of our program team, and all of that program subcommittee that were able to pivot and be able to get these speakers and facilitators to be able to run something online. So if you remember, the theme for the conference in Dublin was going to be engagement, employment, empowerment, and that's still going to be the same over the 3 days starting June the 12th. On the Friday, it's going to be all about engagement. We've got some sessions like the engagement principle, how to engage your team and motivate them, how to engage the environment, and an action workshop on climate change, and also a workshop on how to engage the media. And it sounds like with Irem and all of the great stuff that's happening around JCI Europe, making sure that the media know what's going on and everybody knows who are JCI and what we're about. So these are going to be great workshops on the Friday. Saturday is going to be employment, and obviously with the coronavirus, a lot of people may have lost their jobs. So we're definitely going to look at how we can help those people get back into employment. So we've got high performance interview skills. We've got going beyond the business card workshops. We've got networking workshops, and then we've got a panel discussion on the future of work. And then on the Sunday is the empowerment session. And we're going to have Brian Colbert, who is a world-renowned leader in NLP, Neuro-Linguistic Programming. I can't even say it. And he's going to be talking about the happiness habit. Also, we're going to be looking at with the world-famous John Murray, who is from JCI Dublin. And he's going to be, he goes around the world taking headshots of people for their profiles online. And he's going to be talking about substance over the superficial. We also have lots of other stuff happening on the Empowerment Day on the Sunday as well. So from the COC in Dublin, we're sorry that people can't be in Dublin, but we're looking forward to welcoming you online, having an amazing opening ceremony, and working with Marion, Team Europe and the Skills Development Committee to make sure that we're going to give real value back to those that registered and also those that haven't. So happy to answer any questions about the COC part of European Conference online. Thank you, Ruth.
Thank you so much, Derek. It seems like this conference, as you shared, really has a lot of substance, even in the online version. Great speakers, great engagement. I will give the floor to JCI Events Manager Mariana right now. And if there are any questions, and we know many of you are watching because you're really excited for this online conference, so any questions you have, please feel free. This is your chance now to ask them and to let us know what you're thinking about the online conference. Mariana, we are excited to have you here. Where you're joining us from, please let us know and welcome.
Thank you, Ruth, for having me and the rest of the team as well. I'm from Paraguay, South America. I work at the America Regional Office, so I'm joining you with a warm weather today. I was really looking forward to being in Dublin. Actually, it was going to be my first time there, so I was really excited. But I'm also excited for the new adventures or horizons that this crisis has brought us to. I don't know if you're aware that this weekend we had the America General Assembly and opening and awards. It went really well. Members are really happy with the outcome and the results. They mentioned that they felt like they were really in the conference with all of their friends. So we had a really good experience with that, and we're looking forward to it with Europe as well. So yeah, we're really excited to keep innovating as the JCI events team, to keep innovating, and we want to adapt and overcome. We want members to feel really appreciated and taken care of. That's what we're aiming to right now. Of course, we want to add value to what members are having right now. So yeah, what we really want is that members really count the days until the next conference. Once they are in the current year conference, that they really look forward to it. Yeah. And also, as we know, the European conference always exceeds all of our expectations. So we don't want this year to be the exception. We're really working hard as one team with the JCI Europe and JCI Dublin team to make it the most of it. We want to have an excellent experience. We want members to enjoy the workshops, training sessions, awards, opening, everything that we're planning. So yeah, as the JCI headquarter team, we're providing support to JCI Europe and JCI Dublin with both ceremonies, opening and awards. And of course, last but not least, we're providing marketing tool support and IT support. And yeah, open to everything that our team needs. We're really excited for this online event. I think this is gonna set a precedent in the JCI events history. So we want to set the bar really high, so that for next online conferences or online events that we may host, we can really make the most of it. Thank you for having me.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for being with us and for sharing that and for the support that you're giving. Of course, IT support is so important. We know this. We're now live on Facebook, but we know it hasn't worked that well always. We've had an issue of not being able to go live in our last session and then having everyone join the Zoom meeting. So this is so important, especially nowadays. Thank you so much for all of that. And you had a great point that I want to give back to our Executive Vice President Marion, and it's about exceeding expectations and setting a precedence. We know that Team Europe has a lot planned. Marion, can you maybe share something that you are really excited for as our EVP, that you're really looking forward now for this online conference?
Yes, I hope my sound is a bit better now. I had to reboot my headset. Anyways, yeah, I think there's some great things on the agenda already. And one of the things I'm looking forward to is the awards presentation, which is on Saturday evening. Now, normally we have awards during the gala dinner, and many people are more focused on their dinner than on the awards. So we really hope to take this opportunity to give people more insights into what the awards are actually about, who are the nominees, what have they actually done, and yeah, why they deserve this award, or why did they deserve to be nominated. So that's something I'm really looking forward to, like how we already planned to reform the award ceremony this year to see how to make it more engaging. And as you said, thanks to Corona, we have new chances. So this gives us the opportunity to really rethink the awards. And yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Wonderful, wonderful, Marion. There's so many thank yous coming to you, coming to the CUC team, coming to the JCI headquarters about actually pulling this off. A lot of comments about making it work. Manuela, is there anything that you want to share in terms of questions or remarks?
There are no questions, but a lot of thanks and yeah, good vibes for the conference. So it's fantastic to see that people are really looking forward to the online European conference. And so, yeah, no questions from that side. Only good mood.
Well, since our EVP shared one of the highlights that she's really looking forward, I know especially for a CUC director, that's really, really hard. But Derek, I know, for example, today is one of the warmest days in Dublin, so you already have the nice weather. But is there anything that you're looking forward in terms of the online conference that you want to share with us as well?
Thank you, Ruth. We're looking forward to an amazing opening ceremony. Because obviously we're going to have the national presidents coming on the screen. We've got some surprises coming on there. So Kira, immediate past president of JCI Ireland, and Annalisa from JCI Malta, who has worked with us since we started thinking about European Conference 2020. Both of those are leading the opening ceremony team. Some phenomenal experience. So there may be some Irish dancing, there may be some whiskey and Guinness and lots of stuff like that. I'm not sure how we're going to send it to everybody, but we definitely will be drinking it here in Dublin with our COC friends. So yeah, the opening ceremony, we're really looking forward to that and showcasing the best of Ireland.
Wonderful, showcasing the best of Ireland. I think we're all really, really looking towards that, and that in an online format. That's really exciting. I want to also give this question to Mariana. Finally, is there anything that you are also looking forward to that you want to share with us?
Honestly, the whole conference, since it's gonna be our first online conference, so I'm really excited to see how things are gonna go. But I'm always excited for awards, so I'm gonna be really looking forward to it.
Wonderful, wonderful, really great. And I think we do have one more question, Manuela.
Yeah, the question is, can we order some drinking package? And I would add the question also, yeah, maybe where you can find further information about the online conference.
The drinking is yours, Derek.
You need to let me know what country you're from, and I'll reach out to your national president and we'll arrange an Irish drinking. No, I'm not going to start saying this because this may turn crazy. So Marion, I'll hand over to you about where we're going to find the online conference. Thank you.
Yes. Of course, this is all a pretty short term, but we're working on this. We're working on the website where you will be able to find the program. We're also working on setting up a newsletter that will give you daily updates and that you can subscribe to, so that every day we can send you the information of that day's program, where you can also find how to register for the sessions, etc. So we're still working on that, and we hope to give you more information soon.
Finally, I think there have been one more question about the actual dates, since they're also not in our presentation. Can you maybe share them one last time, Marianne, so that everyone that's now watching, and we still have more than 50 people watching, can write them down and make sure they pencil it into their calendars and already set it in so they can participate in as many sessions as possible.
Yes, so that's the June 12th to 21st. So that's a Friday, June 12th, with already some program during the day by COC and an opening ceremony in the evening. And then the awards are on the June 20th in the evening, that's a Saturday, and still a few sessions on the Sunday as well, 21st.
Wonderful. And we're so excited that you're taking this time now to speak with us. As you've just shared, Marianne, there's still a lot of work to do, and everyone is working really hard behind the scenes. There's hundreds of chat messages in the Team Europe. There is already online planning. I know you're working day and night. COC team is there. JCI headquarters is working on the technical things and everything. So there's big thank yous coming from the chat for all of you for doing that work and for delivering that experience to the members. Thank you so much. And we're so excited that you actually joined this JCI Europe live session and took the times out of your busy schedule to be with us and to share those exciting news. For our members, of course, they can also watch this video in the session afterwards. So thank you for sharing those highlights. We are almost coming to the end as well of our session. We only have a few minutes left. So I'm looking to my co-host Manuela to see if there were any final questions for our online European conference team. There were none. So with that, we want to actually wish you a wonderful evening. There is not yet Irish whiskey, but there will be soon in a little more than 2 weeks. We will all be together again. This is a reminder to also think about the membership survey that was mentioned in the beginning, to please fill it out until June 5th. And then we have been hosting this JCI Europe live session together as the EDC councillors, Manuela and myself, and we are really excited to announce another one. And I will actually give those words to my co-host Manuela, because we have something very special planned for you, as it would be normally also for our JCI European conference. But I'm going to say no more, and I'm going to give it to my co-host. I know she's excited to share it. So I wish you all a wonderful evening. It was great to have you all participating in the live feed, and especially to our great panel guests, to JCI Turkey, to İrem, to JCI Switzerland, to André, to our European President Reynold. It was wonderful to have you all, and thank you for being here. Manuela.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Ruth, for this great moderation, and thanks for all your input and information. It's amazing what's happening. And yes, we are looking forward also to the next session. As you all know, we are about to have our online European conference. And we hope for the next year's one to be also a special one on the cruise ship. So we like to give the stage next time to the next year's European conference, also to present themselves and to let you know what you can expect from the next year's conference right after you have experienced the online European conference, and we hope to have you there in the big numbers. So we will really looking forward to this year's online conference and the next year's cruise ship. And of course, we also like to give you the opportunity to present your project, like we had this time with JCI Turkey and JCI Switzerland. We're always happy to share them. So whenever you have projects that can be a role model for other European national organizations, then please let us know. Or even if you have European projects, so also share them with us. We're happy to give you the stage for them as well. So this is for tonight, I think. So thank you very much. and to see you then again on Monday, June the 22nd.
Wonderful. Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bonne soirée.
Bye, thank you.
Bye-bye.